Well, boys, I bought another one. So you're probably wondering why there's another engine here in the shop, and well, it's simple. Skidmark's engine is only going to last but so long with the nitrous, and we got a hell of a deal. I'm always looking for 6.0 5.3s, and we got a stupid deal on this engine. Hey, looky who joined us, Little Fox. This is our little neighbor pet here. He's sweetie. So what this is going to be Skidmark's backup engine per se. And this one, we're going to go a whole lot further than we went on his current engine, which you know is basically a completely stock 5.3 aside from a cam. I mean, cam and valve springs is all was done to it. This one, we will tear down, clean up. We'll put new bearings in it, flat top pistons. We'll put the Texas Speed Stage 2.5, 5.3 heads on it. We'll do a much bigger cam. Of course, we'll do the bigger intake, bigger injectors, and the headers and typical stuff, and probably make significantly more power than he makes now. Plus, we'll still run nitrous through this engine as well. But the biggest purpose is the way Cleetus & Cars falls now. You got Indianapolis in the middle of August and Bradenton at the end of August. In my mind, and as we agree, or we were talking, Bradenton is the most important to me, because you know it's pretty much Garrett's home track, and that's the OG Cleetus & Cars. But I also want to go to Indianapolis. So what this is basically a contingency plan and a backup, just in case the engine blows up in Indianapolis. We have 2 weeks to put this one in. So the goal is to have this one completely built and just on a stand, ready to swap in if the engine happens to blow up in Indianapolis. If it doesn't, not a big deal. We will come back and we will use that engine that's currently in Skidmark at Bradenton again, you know, and if it holds together, all is fine. But either way, one way or another, there's a high probability that this engine will be the engine that will go with us to the Grand Championship in November to Cleetus & Cars. I honestly cannot see and it's not that it's giving me any signs that it's going to blow up, but I just can't see it surviving all this nitrous we run through it, and especially after 2 burnouts with nitrous and stuff like that. I gotta think we're gonna be getting close. So, as you see here, this one is literally completely dressed. We seem to have this thing about finding them completely dressed with everything in them. You would be amazed at the amount of heads, water pumps, and coil packs, flex plates, and everything we have over there from buying all these motors that have everything on them that we don't need. So it just keeps building up, but it's all right. It's a good problem to have because, you know, we use the sensors when we break them and stuff like that. So all is good in the world. But what we're going to do now is I'm just going to pull the heads off of this engine. I'm going to get these headers off of here right now, or the manifolds, to get some weight. If you can tell, this old Harbor Freight engine thing, we got a little bit of a bow going on here from all this weight from the engine. So I'm going to take exhaust off heads. We're going to look down in the cylinder wall, see how she looks. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, we're going to fully rebuild it. But we'll see how she looks down inside and see what we find. Alrighty, time to pull ahead, see what she looks like. All worthless 706 heads. Alright, so looking down inside of this, the walls look really good. I mean, it's an exceeding amount of buildup, but it's not ugly. You know what? You guys are, let me see if I can get a light. If you guys can see in there, the camera might not pick it up. There's literally still cross hatching in those cylinder walls. That's impressive. I mean, I think it's like 200-something thousand miles and there's still cross hatching in it. It's really impressive. But that's only one side. Let's see what the other side looks like. I think it's gonna be the same story. Hell yeah. Wow. Impressive. I'm really impressed. I mean, it looks really good down in there. Huh. Well, I mean, hey, I'm happy with that. I mean, we've got a stupid deal on it, and it looks like it's going to be a solid motor. So, you know, once the 6.0's done and back in the Cateye, we can send this off to have flat tops put in it and bearings and such, and have it sitting here ready to rock and roll. And we'll do a big cam, kind of like what we've done in the Cateye and stuff like that. So I'm really happy with that. And I mean, I hadn't taken the heads off of it. That was the first time. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Now, for those of you, and if it's like a year later, don't message me because they're not here. If any of you are interested in 706 heads, you got a build or you need a set of heads, we have got 4 sets here that we are not going to use. I'd be more than happy to clean them up for you. I mean, I can clean them up to about what these 317s look like right here. So any of those heads I can clean up to look like that for you if you're interested. But none of them are cracked. All of them are good. So DM me over on Instagram if you're interested in them. But we've got a lot of those laying around the shop. So just a quick simple video for you guys. Got a backup engine for skid. Told you the plan for it. The 6.0 for the Cateye is done this week, and we'll go over all the specs and the cam choice and stuff like that on that motor. So it'll all be put back together and be back here at the shop at the end of this week. So stay tuned for that. We'll be putting it back in the Cateye the following week. Check out the other videos on the channel. Drop any comments you got down below. I appreciate you guys watching. Take care. Have a great day.